Hey everyone and welcome to Storytime. My name is Jake and today we are going to be looking at the subreddit r/maliciouscompliance, where people conform to the letter but not the spirit of a request. If you're new around here, please do hit subscribe down below so that you never miss out on another video. But for now, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy some malicious compliance. You're not paid to be on call because you're not on call. I work in a support role for a global insurance/investment company. Over the last 6 months, I've lost many an evening and weekend due to unexpected work problems, with not even a thank you, let alone any financial compensation. As an example, being called at 9:30 and asked if you can log on when you've met friends for a drink. Where a job needs to provide out-of-hours support, a supplement is meant to be paid for being on call, with an additional payment if you're required to actually work. My contract is based on annual salary, where additional work might be required for no extra pay/overtime if it's considered business as usual, or known in advance. This bit is important. However, the work I've been asked to do on weekends and evenings is not business as usual. BAU assumes processes work. If something goes wrong, someone needs to step in and fix it. And it's no longer business as usual. Hope that makes sense. A couple of months ago, I had the conversation with my manager about being paid for being on call. I was told the work I was covering actually fell under business as usual, and as I was always given advance notice, I wouldn't be paid for being on call. Manager wouldn't budge on this. So, I made it clear I would not be taking my laptop home/available unless I was given advance notice I might be required to log on, to which my manager agreed. On this glorious day, I received a call from my manager asking me to log on as some critical data was missing from a file, causing significant problems with several admin systems. Trying to sound as sincere as I could, I apologized and said as I was not made aware in advance and I'm not on call, my laptop was left at the office. This was met by an to which I responded, "Good luck and I'll see you tomorrow." Expecting it to be awful in the morning for Muggins here to clean up, but it'll be worth it. Edit. So last night after the call to me, my manager rang around and finally got a hold of the manager from P-Team I provide support to. Over several hours, between them, they figured out that somehow a group in the system had not been run for the day. Controls are in place, so this shouldn't be possible. To fix it, they had to run the missed group, validate the movements, and then rerun the processes to send the data to the admin systems. After looking into it this morning, this is for Team P to look into how they've managed to done goof on such a scale. A near miss recorded with governance, who they'll need to explain it to. This caused several issues with admin systems, and a lot of verifying everything is as it should be this morning. Following this, a group email has been sent around to remind people that laptops should be taken home, as in the event of the building being unavailable/inaccessible. Recovery plans are for the people to use their laptops to work from home/alternative site. It seems the manager had trouble contacting someone with a laptop able to log on. I'm positive they'll have no issues finding someone to drop everything at moment's notice going forward. I fear that should I receive a similar call in the future, I'll not be in a position to access my laptop. Work/life balance is important, and I'm going to enforce those boundaries. The trouble is, it starts as a one-off here and there, and you do it to be nice with the best of intentions. But give an inch and they'll take a mile if you're not careful. For some of those asking, I'm already looking at other jobs, although there's definitely issues with the management in my current area, and employees being taken for granted, not just me, the company as a whole does have a good ethos. Yeah, if that was me, I think I'd be definitely looking for a new job because ain't no way I'm gonna do that. Remember to update your account details. Quite a few years ago, I did my time in a call center and was the team lead for a group of agents. I can hear one of my agents getting berated down the phone by a customer, and I step in and tell my agent to put the customer on hold. My agent explains that the customer doesn't want his address on his account, because there's no reason for us to have it. Customer also did not want to close the account, just wanted the address removed. I decided to take over the call. It involves some shouting from his side and insisting I blank out and remove his address, which I cannot do. I also can't change it to something I know is wrong. Instead, I advise the customer how he can change the address himself, and he goes off to do it, but calling me all sorts of names on the way off. Maybe a month later, the customer calls back and gets to a different agent. Within about 10 seconds, the agent starts shaking with laughter, so I wander over to see what's happening. The customer has forgotten his password, so just needs to verify who he is by giving his address, and we can help him. But, of course, this is the customer that wanted to remove his address from the account, but had to replace it instead. The new address reads, FU Company, FF C word F, 666 1666, FU. Now I know why the agent is dying laughing. The customer is on the phone trying to give his real address. I take over the call again. I think the address on your account may be a fake one. Did you change your address to something else? Yeah, I changed it to something like, Screw you, company. Yeah, I'm afraid that's incorrect. I need the exact address on your account to verify your identity. Maybe it was FU company. And the postcode? How the F am I supposed to know? It's a fake address, what the heck? I spent 10 minutes desperately holding my sides together, listening to this guy shout out obscenities in the hopes of getting his address right. He didn't. You've got to give this guy respect where respect is due. How did he not laugh at this guy? He must have pressed the mute button on the phone so many times. Your textbook can only be returned if it's in the original packaging. Not exactly against another person, but an entity. Universities are adopting a terribly money-grubbing practice of selling loose-leaf books instead of hardcover textbooks. This way, you cannot sell your college textbook back to the university bookstore once your semester is done. The first semester, I had to buy a loose-leaf textbook. I was very hesitant. I asked the store clerk if they had any hardcover versions. She responded, "Nope, this is the only version available for your course." I asked her about the return policy, since this book, even in loose-leaf form, was several $100s. She replied, "No exchanges, returns, or refunds, unless the textbook is in its original packaging." I bought the loose leaf, but I had a long-term plan. I did take it out of the shrink wrap packaging, and I used the book all semester. But as soon as finals were done, I took it to my work, a local office supply store, and paid $1.27 to have my coworker shrink wrap the loose leaf pages, and returned the textbook in its original packaging for a nearly full refund. Excuse me, several $100s for one textbook? What? Are you kidding me? Is that how much they actually are? Customer wants to delete her fraudulent account. Where I work, we have an account locked promo codes as well as a liberal allowance on what we can and can't discount, replace, and deny customers. Every so often, I come across accounts with comments such as, "Don't discount Cust, they have X amount of accounts," and it's flagged for promotion fraud. Usually, it's because our customer service representatives don't know how to say no and back down when pressed. A few weeks ago, I was feeling all the love customers had for us, no sarcasm, and helping them and their fur babies get some happiness. About noon, I came across a customer chatting in asking if they had any promos on their account. The first thing I always do is say something like, "I'd be glad to check that for you," which gives me time to read comments on their account. The customer's account looked like graffiti with all the fraud flags and CSR comments saying, "Customer chats in to get promos, sends in fake coupons, do not discount per leadership." So I let the customer know, "I'm so sorry Sally, but it looks like we don't have any coupons or promotions on your account right now. We do have our daily deals, and you can always send us manufacturer coupons, and we'll be happy to honour them once we get them. Wrong answer. She knows caps lock is cruise control for cool, so she starts in. Are you all so stupid that you don't want to keep me? A customer spending upwards of $1,000 a month on fluffers? I've been told no for the last time. I'm going to Walmart. Deactivate my account. She spent something like $40 every other month, but that doesn't matter to us. We care about our customers no matter how much they spend. It's the best thing that could happen. I call up one of my supervisor's friends and he says, if that's what she wants, notate it, but heavily. Some context. Normally, the saddest thing is when I have to deactivate accounts. It's usually because a fur baby passes and the elderly pet parent doesn't plan on adopting them. We send flowers and a card. I simply said, I'm so sorry you feel like Walmart is a good alternative to us, but I understand. I've deactivated your account and cancelled your auto ships. She disconnected after that and it gave me a minute to notate. Do not reactivate account, customer wants to break up with us and go to Walmart, per leadership. I love how she claimed to spend thousands of dollars, but it was actually just $20 a month. Like, you know, lady, that's a bit of a difference. Hey everyone, I hope you all had a really good day and that you enjoyed that video. If you want to check out some other videos, then click on screen right now, or check out the playlist down below. If you enjoyed that video, then please do leave a like, and if you want to submit your own stories, then you can do so by joining the Discord in the top link in the description. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.